Right now, 25 billion kilometers from Earth, a machine built in 1977 is listening to something that should not exist. Not a signal, not a transmission, a sound, a faint, continuous hum coming from the emptiest place humanity has ever reached. Voyager 1 first detected it after crossing into interstellar space. Scientists assumed it was a glitch, an artifact, interference from the dying spacecraft itself. It wasn't. The hum is real. To understand why this hum shouldn't be possible, you have to understand what empty actually means. For most of history, we assumed the space between stars was nothing. A perfect vacuum. Silence, in every sense of the word. Voyager 1 was never designed to test that idea. It was built for a 4-year mission to photograph Jupiter and Saturn, and then be forgotten. Its computers hold less memory than a car key. Its transmitter is about as powerful as a refrigerator light bulb, but nobody told Voyager to stop. After Saturn, it just kept going, past the orbit of Uranus, past Neptune, past Pluto, out of the planetary system entirely, into a region no human machine had ever touched. And in August 2012, it hit something. Not a rock, not a wall you could see. Something stranger. The edge of the sun itself. The sun doesn't end where its light fades. It ends where its breath does. Every second, the sun exhales 1 million tons of charged particles. The solar wind, screaming outward in every direction at over 1 million kilometers per hour. This wind inflates a colossal bubble around our entire solar system. Scientists call it the heliosphere. Inside that bubble, everything you have ever known, every planet, every human who has ever lived. Outside it, the raw interstellar medium, the ancient debris of exploded stars. And at the boundary, where the sun's dying breath slams into the pressure of the galaxy itself, temperatures spike to 30, 40, even 50,000 degrees. A wall of fire wrapped around the solar system. When Voyager 1 crossed it, its instruments recorded plasma nearly 100 times denser than anything inside the bubble. The spacecraft survived only because that searing plasma is so thin, too sparse to cook a machine, hot enough to redefine what we thought the edge of home looked like. Voyager 1 became the first human object in interstellar space. And that's when it should have gone quiet. Because past the wall, there is nothing left to hear. Interstellar space was supposed to be the quietest place in existence. Fewer atoms per cubic centimeter than the best vacuum chamber ever built on Earth. But Voyager 1 carries an instrument most people have never heard of. The plasma wave subsystem. 2 thin antennas, stretched out like insect feelers, designed half a century ago to listen to the electric whisper of charged particles. In 2017, researchers at Cornell University began combing through years of its data. They were looking for rare, loud events, shockwaves from solar eruptions crashing into interstellar space. They found those, but underneath them, beneath every eruption, every burst, every spike, there was something else. A signal that never went away. Faint, narrow, steady. A monotone hum, vibrating at almost exactly the same frequency, month after month, year after year, through billions of kilometers of supposedly empty space. The team checked the spacecraft. Not a glitch. They checked the instruments, not interference. The hum wasn't coming from Voyager. It was coming from the space around it. The interstellar medium itself, that near-perfect void, is ringing, constantly, The thin gas between the stars vibrates like a struck bell that never stops, its atoms oscillating in a quiet, permanent tremor. Empty space has a sound, and we only know because a 50-year-old machine refused to die before telling us. Then, in November 2023, something happened that made the hum feel almost comforting. Voyager 1 stopped making sense. The spacecraft was still alive, still pointing its antenna at Earth, still transmitting at full strength. But the data arriving at NASA's deep space antennas was wrong. Not silence, not static. Gibberish. An endless, repeating pattern of meaningless ones and zeros, as if the spacecraft had suffered a stroke and was speaking in tongues from the darkness. For 5 months, engineers worked on a machine they could not touch, could not see, and could not even talk to in real time. At Voyager's distance, a single question takes 22.5 hours to arrive. The answer takes another 22.5 hours to come back. Every attempted fix was a 45-hour conversation with a ghost. The team eventually traced the fault to a single corrupted chip in a computer built before most of them were born, and then did something extraordinary. They rewrote the spacecraft's memory remotely, relocating code around the dead chip, section by section, across 24 billion kilometers. In April 2024, Voyager 1 spoke clearly again, and when its science instruments came back online, the hum was still there, unchanged, patient, as if it had been waiting. Its power comes from decaying plutonium, and every year, that heartbeat grows about 4 watts weaker. One by one, NASA has been switching off its instruments, sacrificing organs to keep the mind alive. Within the next few years, the last instrument will fall silent. Sometime after that, the transmitter itself, and then the strangest chapter begins. Because Voyager doesn't stop when it dies. There is nothing out there to stop it. No friction, no collision. The same emptiness that hums will carry it forward. Forever. In about 300 years, it will reach the inner edge of the Oort cloud, the frozen shell of comets at the true border of the Sun's domain. It will take 30,000 more years to pass through it. In 40,000 years, it will drift closer to another star than to our own, and bolted to its side, it will still carry the golden record, sounds of rain, of a human heartbeat, of a kiss, of Ba, a message in a bottle from a species that may no longer exist by the time anything finds it. The engineers who built Voyager are mostly gone now. The machine outlived its makers. It will outlive its species. It may well outlive its planet. When the sun swells and swallows the Earth 5 billion years from now, this fragile antique from 1977 will still be out there, cold and silent, falling between the stars. The loneliest object humanity has ever created, still surrounded on all sides by a hum it was never meant to hear. Maybe that's the real discovery. We always thought the space between the stars was silent, that the universe outside our little bubble was dead. It isn't. It's ringing. We just had to get far enough away from home to hear it. If you want to know what else is waiting at the edge of the solar system, including the planet we can feel but cannot see, that story is next.